Today's session will be led by Vinu Singh, who is an SAP Solutions Consultant here at SAP SuccessFactors. Vinu, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Jesse, and welcome everybody. It's a privilege to present to you today. My name is Vinu Singh. I'm a Senior Solution Consultant at SAP, and today we are talking about SAP US Benefits Administration by Benefitfocus, a comprehensive solution to simplify your benefits management and drive greater employee engagement. So we're going to start with a quick poll. Can you guess how much money is spent by US employers on healthcare each year? I'm going to give you a few moments to respond and select one of the options on the screen. So most CFOs consider healthcare costs to be the biggest earnings risk to their organizations. U.S. healthcare market is the most complicated in the world, and this is compounded by the growing types of benefits and reporting requirements for administering them. Jesse, are we ready to look at the results?
Yes, let's take a look at them.
Okay. So the correct answer is 1.6 trillion, and looks like most of you selected that. So again, it's a really large, astonishing figure, but not really a surprise since U.S. healthcare and benefit landscape is in constant flux, and it's the most complex in the world. And so for today's demonstration, what I'm going to do is I have 4 slides, and we'll spend the rest of the time in the live solution. So when it comes to benefits, 3 significant challenges stand out for most employers. There are cost pressures. Benefits are coming to the forefront, where 31% of total compensation package can come from benefits alone. Benefits are a competitive advantage. Last year, nearly 1 in 4 employees left for a company with better business plans. And consumer expectations are at an all-time high. As benefits plans have increased in scope and complexity, employees have come to expect and even demand personalized support tools to help them make better buying decisions. 8 in 10 employees end up selecting the wrong plan, which leads to overinsurance, and only 1 in 5 employees participate in high-deductible health plan, even though it's a great fit for a significant larger number of employees. And then U.S. healthcare, as I mentioned, is complicated. So it's not only the most complicated, but this complexity is increasing because employers trying to stay competitive and to attract top talent are offering as many as 15 benefit types. So administering all of this can be extremely cumbersome, and you may be seeing some of these challenges within your organization. So what do we uniquely do? SAP US Benefit Administration is uniquely positioned to help you address all of these challenges. It's a comprehensive benefit solution that can help you streamline how your employees receive communication, shop for, enroll in, and manage their benefits. We understand that benefit administration is a year-round effort, and we've created a comprehensive solution to simplify that effort and allow you to efficiently manage each step of the process. Everything in one place. And your employees can simply log on to the benefit communication portal, and they have a personalized view of the benefit options they are eligible for from any device, desktop, tablet, their smartphone. They are taken into a guided shopping experience with decision support tools that help them compare plans, estimate costs, and even personalize based on their expected utilization and select the coverage that best fits their health and financial needs. And benefit administration is streamlined. You have all the tools to control and manage the communication, the content, business rules, everything to proactively manage year-round benefit process. So not only it becomes easier for an administrator, but you also drive a quantifiable return. We've seen for a 10,000 employee company, savings exceed up to $4 million annually. And with the plan fit, employees select what's the best fit and are not overinsured because of lack of understanding. You gain team efficiencies. System is doing the work for you. It's enforcing business rules, enforcing compliance, and automating your carrier feeds. And with plan efficiencies, system ensures that only people who should be covered are covered, which is your eligible employees and eligible dependents. And you're not overpaying. So system cancels overage dependents at age 26 and Medicare eligible employees at age 65. Again, it's all based on your plan business rules. I've heard lots of stories of employers continuing to pay for terminated employees' benefits for months or sometimes years. System detects all of that, and it triggers the actions automatically based on your business rules. And lastly, there's a huge benefit to having everything in one solution. You avoid expensive IT and program costs by truly consolidating disparate systems into one place and one solution. You eliminate all the costs associated with the integration and maintenance of multiple vendors. It's all included in one place, and your team can focus on strategic instead of the tactical tasks. So all of these factors drive true cost savings and impact on your bottom line. So with that, we're going to jump into the live solution, and we're going to look at the solution from two different perspectives: employee, Jada Baker, into doing her open enrollment, and we will look at Sally, who's a benefit administrator. Let me go ahead. It'll take me a second to share my screen. I'm going to give you a second so that you can catch up.
There we go. We can see your screen now, Vinu.
Great. Perfect. So we are going to log in as Jada. And we go ahead and log in. And as soon as I log in, she's going to be directed to her SAP SuccessFactors homepage. So from her homepage, Jada can see her core HR, time, payroll, talent, as well as benefits. So we're going to go into benefits. So everything she needs to make better healthcare and benefit decisions for herself and her family is here on the Benefit Portal's homepage. Benefit Portal recognizes who she is and only presents her with the information that's relevant to her. She has a variety of tools right here. As I'm going through the tabs on top, you can see that there are various tools that give her opportunity to research all these benefits, including the videos. So there are like 300 plus videos covering a range of healthcare, HR, and benefits topics. And right in the center, you're also looking at one example of a standard video that comes delivered with the solution. So 65% of the population consists of visual learners, and the undisputed king of learning is online video. And these videos provide education, communication on various topics, and as I go through the demonstration, you will see that these are strategically placed throughout the process at the point of need to educate and guide the employees. And on the right-hand side is the to-do list. So this shows important content, messages, videos, acknowledgments related to benefits that have been pushed to Jada. And one of the items is notification of state exchanges. We're going to go into that. And as soon as we go in, you can see there's information that Jada can look at. She can, again, watch the video, and she can, once she's reviewed the information, she can acknowledge. So this is part of ACA compliance. As part of the ACA compliance, employer must make a reasonable effort to communicate notification of state exchanges, and this is how we help you accomplish this in the system. This acknowledgement will be captured, and administrator can then run reports to see who has acknowledged and who has outstanding tasks on their to-do list. Back on the home page, there's also FAQ knowledge base, so where you can find answers to your questions without calling anybody. Responses in the FAQ can be updated as the legislation or your organization rules and policies change. So employees, when they come here, they always have the most up-to-date and consistent information instead of relying on an old email that they might have received 6 months ago, or maybe going to another source that may not be as reliable. So as an employee, you can spend as much time as you want doing research, looking at detailed information, but once you've explored various sources that are available to you, you're ready to start shopping for your benefits, and you can click on Enroll. I'm going to give you a second to catch up. So it's going to start with this welcome page, and right on top, it'll tell you how many pages are left to complete your enrollment. So this creates urgency so you don't run out of time. And you also see a note. It's telling you specific information you should have ready for yourself and your dependents. There's also a dependent verification video, again, that context-sensitive help at the point of need. So employees will be given these pointers throughout the process. These notes and videos are configurable, and they can be placed in different locations to call employees' attention to important information. And this helps reinforce the information. Maybe you even shared this information with them in an email or in a benefit meeting, but this is just reinforcing at the point of need. You're directed to the next screen. You can always see progress bar on top also, so you know where you are, showing you dependent that was you covered last time. You can also add a dependent or provide any additional information about your dependent or make any modification. So with one thought per screen design, you are being guided into this open enrollment step by step. So here, first step is to choose your medical coverage. You also see it's asking you and giving you the option to decline. So if you don't want to elect benefits this year, you can choose to decline. And if you decline, you can be asked a question for your declination. So this, again, helps with compliance. This is a configurable option to capture why people are declining to participate in your plans. And the result of those surveys are reportable, which is particularly helpful in the context of the employer mandate. You are required to offer coverage to all your eligible employees, but if they choose to decline, you can see why they decline and also determine who may be planning to shop on a public exchange, and you can then ensure that they understand the implication of declining healthcare coverage from the employer. And also this kind of information can be insightful for internal purposes for your when you're doing plan design for next year. I'll be remiss not to miss one more thing I want to mention, current benefits. So system supports separate plan years or participation periods. So that's why you're seeing that other tab, current benefits. So for example, if you have any new employee joining your company during open enrollment, Enrollment Engine will recognize the separate enrollment period, and it just seamlessly will step-by-step guide them through their elections. I'm going to go ahead and click on enrollment, and we're going to go ahead and select David. I'm not going to add anybody else. And there are some modeling tools, but we'll come back to these in a minute. So I'm going to say no thanks here. So here you see listing of plans that are available to you. This can be listing, or this can be in a grid form that you're seeing side by side. For each of the plan, you can see plan details, summary of benefit coverage link. So all this information was available to you on the portal, but here again, at the point of need, you have this information. And you can go into any of these details right here, and you have all this coverage and costs, in-network deductibles, emergency room, prescription, everything you need to know. You can also compare it side by side with last year's what you enrolled in last year. The other thing that's really great is you can compare all three of them side by side. So I can compare plans, and so all the plan attributes, in-network as well as out-of-network, premium, deductibles, out-of-pocket, everything you can see, and this helps you make an educated decision. I'm going to return to the screen. So So my favorite and something I use, since we use the same solution here at SAP, are the modeling tools. So there are pre-built tools in the system to do modeling and help you choose a plan that's right and that makes the most financial sense for you and your family. So I'm going to click on this. So system uses national benchmark utilization data to help you make your decision. And the data set that's used for this benchmark comes from MEPS, which is a division of U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. So I'm clicked on this, someone like me, same as age, gender, and region. But I can even go a step further, and I can even customize this. So let's say you were planning to have a procedure in the coming year. Maybe you're planning a pregnancy. And that could mean more doctor visits, more prescription medication. So you can take that benchmark data and you can adjust it. So as you change, if I say I might need more emergency, I may need more prescription drugs or doctor visit. So as I'm changing the slider, the estimated cost numbers for each of these plans are also dynamically changing. So you can see how these numbers change. So we talked about the challenge of so many employees being overinsured and how much that can cost an organization and also the individual. These decision tools really help employees choose the best plan for themselves and their family and cut down on that challenge of chronic overinsurance. So I'm going to go ahead and select this plan once we know that, okay, we've looked at it. Again, on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, you have all these different videos and information. You're going to select this plan. So now, because you selected a high deductible health plan, you qualify for a health savings account, and high deductible health plan and HSA are coupled together, and system automatically is putting you in an HSA workflow. So system not only determines what you're eligible for when you log into the system, but it continues to make these intelligent decisions based on your selections during the enrollment process. This natural progression helps you maximize participation in high deductible health plans. And if you're not familiar with what HSA is, this is the first time you are enrolling in this, you can play the video, you can play it as often as you want, as many times. You can also go and look at the detailed information. And once you select the plan, it's going to say how much do you want to contribute in your HSA. And as soon as the screen comes up, you'll see there are various choices you have. You can manually enter the amount, or what you can do is maximize and just let the system calculate. This is what we are going to do. We're going to maximize. So system does all the calculation and shows you visually on top with a tracker what it's going to look like for the whole year. You can also say, okay, how was this calculated? It shows you the calculation that this is what your employee is contributing to the plan, to HSA, and this is your $6,500, and then it takes you to your maximum $7,000. You can go ahead and continue, and you can see also what is going to cost you per paycheck to get to that maximum. If that's too much, if you want to make changes, you can come back and make these changes. Use the edit button to make any changes. And also you can see the contribution schedule. So this contribution is showing you exactly how much each pay calendar system it'll be costing you. But again, keep in mind that all these dates are based on the pay calendar for each employee. So system is really making intelligent choices throughout this process. Go ahead and save and continue. So next is going to take you to the rest of your benefits. So critical illness, voluntary benefits can be strategically placed when employees are going through the enrollment process and they're thinking about it. And you again have contextual data about critical illness, the video to assist with your evaluation. We're going to go ahead and select this plan. It's going to take you next to your dental. And we're going to go ahead and cover David for dental also. So again, you have a choice to cover him or not cover him, and you can also decline and do that declaration survey. System will ask, but we're going to go ahead and select David. And you're going to select the buyout plan. So we've gone through step by step, just very intuitively with all the tools that we needed to make any decisions. And here you are. You're shown a well-organized view of the choices you've made. In case you want to make any changes, there's the Edit Plan button. If you want to go back, look at more details, you can look at any of this detail. And also on top right, I don't want to forget to miss that throughout the process, you also have the shop that keeps showing on top right. So you have all these plans. You're going to go ahead and save. And as soon as we save, we are going to see a message on top of the screen that your open enrollment is complete. Again, I continue to have edit capabilities to make any changes if I wanted to, or compare with my with my current benefits, all of that. And then once you say, okay, everything looks good, we can go ahead and we can complete the enrollment. And as soon as you complete, you get a message, congratulations, you've finished your benefits. And you can print out your benefit detail report or go back and make any other changes if you needed to. You're going to continue. There's a quick survey to see what your experience was of the enrollment process. You're going to go ahead and skip for right now, and you're back on your home page. So this is where instead of add, you have the edit benefit, and you have information about all of your data. And this edit will stay there as long as open enrollment period is open. So with that, I'm going to quickly now jump to the admin. And you're going to log in as Sally Smith. So solution again, go ahead and log in as SAP DMO 5. Okay, let me know when you can see the screen. I'm going to give you a second. So solution is very thoughtfully designed to streamline the administrative process. Similar to the rest of the solution, admin functions are fully responsive for use on mobile devices. And the primary navigation is on the left-hand side, leaving you lots of real estate on the screen. Homepage has all these interactive dashboards and real-time metrics. So on the right-hand side, you can see how the open enrollment process is coming along. How much time do you have remaining? What is the percentage complete? See a list of people who have completed, people who are in the process, people who haven't even started. Well, these people, I need to send them an email notification. So quickly, I can just with one click, select and send everybody a message. So system, so very easily you can send targeted messages to specific group of employees. Here you have your to-do list, and you can select various categories. If you were working on tasks for a specific type. Here is the benefit participation widget. So this shows plans that your employees are currently enrolled in. You can also compare it. So you can compare it to how do the current compare with the open enrollment and see the trend. Any of this information can be also exported to share with other managers or leaders. So again, right from home page, you have oversight over the entire process and actionable insights. With one click, you can go ahead and resolve any issue. Also, very easily with one click, you can bring up any employee. I'm going to bring up Barbara. And you'll see a familiar page. It's the same page that we saw when Jada completed her open enrollment. So again, for the benefit administrator, you have information that employee has plus more. Here you can have information about the employee, the documents, their dependents, eligibility, all of this information. But we know that it's not only during the 2 weeks of open enrollment where there is activity taking place. There's activity in the rest 50 weeks of the year too. And a unique asset of the platform is that you are often the first to know. And you can use that to drive engagement in those moments that matter. You're the first to know when life event like birth happens or marriage takes place. And this knowledge gives you a unique ability to engage your employees during those times and guiding them and suggesting relevant benefit changes and additions. So in the message center here, you can create any new event-driven messages. I'm just going to go ahead and open one or two just to show you an example. For example, a childbirth, send them a message about reduced stress, childcare information, or if they are getting to be 55, maybe let them know that they can contribute additional amount to HSA. Somebody's getting married for this life event. It's all not only just hearts and flowers, but you can let them know that they can also think about updating their benefits. So any of these pre-delivered, or you can create messages. For example, let's say you wanted to send a message to everybody who's going to be turning 65 that they are eligible for Medicare, they are eligible for Medicare. So all of these messages, you just have these, once you can, these are set up, they are automatically sent at the appropriate time. And who wouldn't appreciate getting a beautiful congratulations and advice on what to consider during these special events from the benefits department. And again, the great thing is these trigger automatically. There's no extra work for you. And we also provide lots of reporting, of course, is in the system. You can schedule these reports. There are ACA solution provides a simplified overflow for benefit and managers to create Form 94, 95C, and deliver those to the employees and streamline the IRS reporting process, and also transmission to the that ACA data to the IRS. So you can also you can minimize printing, mailing any of this information to the employee, because we saw in the to-do list you can go ahead and capture consent to electronic distribution during open enrollment. So with that, I'm going to go